In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Dear friends and fellows in Pakistan, training, training, and training. It is a human being who was trained well by the parents, by the guardians, is definitely a very lucky person. But if at all a person could not get a kind of good training by the either by the parents or by the guardians, then what is going to happen? He she will be found leading a very difficult and uncomfortable life. Not only this thing, rather the uncertainty and the unpredictability in their life will be much greater. And if at all there is so much of the volatility, so much of the unpredictability, what is going to happen then? Their life will be called a failure. Now, as for this failure is concerned, obviously there are degrees of it, like there are degrees of the successes as well. Now, today we are going to talk about how can we somehow make ourselves a trained human being. And if at all we were utterly, if at all we were entirely untrained by our parents, then we need to start training ourselves. And if at all we were poorly trained or partially trained, then it is the time has arrived to somehow restart our own training. And we do have to train ourselves, as well as we do have to train our loved ones as well, the people who are dependent upon us, the younger folks actually. And most importantly again, to we ourselves. Now, as for the training is concerned, obviously we need to train ourselves for the several things, for there are multiple things which are needed to make ourselves a well trained person. But today, obviously, I'm not going to enlist, I'm not going to speak about all of those things. Rather, I'm going to talk about one of those things which are a part of the training, rather which are a part of the essential training. Not only this thing, rather I shall like to say that it is the most important thing ever. As for the training of a human being is concerned, nothing is more important than that, and nothing is as important as this one as well. So what is this one? This is controlling ourselves. This is controlling ourselves, and this will actually make ourselves a person who have a very good control system. Believe me or not, if at all this control system of ourselves is a good one, then believe me, what is going to happen, that we will be we will be in a far better position to protect ourselves from different sort of trouble and to preempt the problem. Not only this thing, rather we shall be able to discover certain thing, by chance, without making any effort as well. As we will succeed in, planningly train ourselves, develop our personality, and make our routine for better planningly, and with some sort of effort as well, all because of one thing. And this one thing is that we do have got a very good control system, or we ourselves, we are always desirous of gaining the control over the other people. That is not so bad, not so good as well. But as for the training, as for the controlling we ourselves is concerned, let me assure you that it is extremely beneficial. And believe me or not, it is more important than having a control over the lives of hundreds of thousands of people. Believe me or not, I'm not exaggerating at all, because if at all we are lacking the self control system, what is going to happen, that we will not be able to control our action, our habits. And if at all we are unable to control our actions and our habits, then what will happen, that we will be found doing many of the bad things. As far those bad things are concerned, we do have to bear their consequences as well. We cannot protect ourselves from the trouble created by our own action. So we do have to train ourselves well, we do have to control we ourselves well. And how to control this we ourselves? I think we need to practice one thing, and this one habit is that stop. This is the habit of stop. No matter what you are doing, no matter what you are talking about, no, if at all you are eating, you are speaking, you are doing something else, now the order have arrived to stop. Who did order you? It is we ourselves actually. It is our own control system which has ordered us to stop. Now we are bound to stop. We are bound to stop speaking. We are bound to stop eating. We are bound to stop doing. We are bound to stop watching. We are bound to stop what, no matter what we are doing, for a while only to let ourselves know that alhamdulillah, I am in the saddle of control. I am keeping the control system is with me myself, and I am not the one who is uncontrollable. I am not the one who is unable to navigate. I think I am not a kind of rudderless ship, rudderless boat. So for that reason, with the exercise of stopping, telling ourselves to stop for some of the time, and now if at all it was something very useful and it was something important, we can resume it. But if at all it was not, then we are supposed to stop. And if at all after some of the time we have stopped and we restarted after a while, then again after some of the time we may order ourselves to stop, and then we may order ourselves to resume as well. I think this exercise, I'm not going to give you the exact duration that when to stop and when to start, but I am telling you that it depends upon we ourselves. We need to do that. We need to abruptly stop something. Stopping ourselves abruptly, suddenly, from doing anything, from saying anything, from eating anything, from watching anything, I think it will give us a greater edge over we ourselves. And this edge we have gained over we ourselves, believe me or not, it will make us a far better human being. As for the bad qualities, as for the bad habits are concerned, it will keep diminishing. We can control, we can diminish. But as for the good qualities and the good habits are concerned, we can start it. And we can start it afresh. We can continue it, and we can develop it. We can take it to the maximum level. This is all the benefit of doing one exercise. This exercise is the exercise stop. And this is I think so far more important than any other part of the training, than any other principle of the training. Let me tell you that if at all inshallah we do start doing it, and we continue it for a longer period of time, it should be rather practice, not only for a single year or month. Rather we need to practice it as long as we are alive. And because of this practice, inshallah, we will become a far better human being, a far more effective human being. And inshallah, the success will be our, no matter what we are going to do, what we want to do, what our planning is, our life will keep getting better and better with the passage of time. Jazakallah.